Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to this week's 3-2-1. There's 3 comments, 2 minutes, 1 insight. The Parsha this week is mostly the story of the birth of Jacob and Esau and the rivalry that continues to grow due to deception and conflict. There's a bit in the middle, though, where Isaac seems to try and follow in his father's footsteps, and maybe not the best way. His father, Abraham, passes his wife Sarah off as his sister so that he doesn't get killed for someone who wants to marry Sarah. Isaac then takes up the same decision and pretends that Rebekah is his sister, but he gets caught having an intimate moment with Rebekah. So the first comment is following in Abraham's footsteps. The second is getting caught. And Abimelech says, what are you doing? This is crazy. I'll make a rule that no one can kill you. You can't just pretend. You could have done something terrible to us. We don't believe in adultery, whatever. And things go well. And then another sort of mundane but remarkable thing happens, which is Isaac digs a bunch of wells and someone says, no, those are our wells, until eventually Isaac digs wells. They get to be his wells. So what are we supposed to take for this? It feels like, if you have a 24 episode, season of a show, it's that one episode where the extra writers get to write an episode and it's not really connected to everything else. Why do we have it here? And I think the one insight is this balance and this truth about what it means to be the next generation. Anyone who's ever been a parent is likely at some point to have looked around wondering where their father or mother's voice came from and then realizing it was out of their own mouth. That we often find ways of suddenly taking on the roles of our parents in our lives without even realizing or planning on it. And that seems to be what Isaac does, but with a different result. And I think Abimelech there is really the piece of wisdom we can hold on to, which is, it is natural to follow in our parents' footsteps, but not necessary. It is often wonderful and meaningful to take on the roles. Isaac becomes the next patriarch. That's great and wonderful. But is everything Abraham did so amazing? And I think that's what's going on with the wells, is right afterwards, Isaac finds his own way. He does his own thing. And he doesn't do it right at first, but eventually he finds his way to dig those wells, which are the sustenance, life-giving wells necessary for there to be another generation. So our challenge is always to honor and love the generation that came before, but also dig our own wells and find our own space. Shabbat Shalom.